I can remember being a kid at school and it was actually singing in choir. That was one of the things that really got me inspired musically, because I could feel that was the first sort of collective thing of making music. It got to about 16 and I just thought, I really want to play in an orchestra. But at 16, like, I wasn't going to take up, what was I going to take up? Basically, I didn't think it was ever going to happen. But the head of music there was an amazing ex-army guy who said to me, listen, you can read music, you've got big hands, why don't you try the double bass? It was just phenomenal and I got such a high from it, and I thought, this is what I want to do. I joined a group called Scottish Ensemble, which is just all strings, and met some incredible musicians. But then I moved down to London for about 10 years and just felt so fortunate to be exposed to so many different musicians, different cultures. I did a bit more chamber music, did Academy St Martin in the Fields, so I got a taste for touring. But I just got to a point where I thought, I'm not going to stay here for the rest of my life. So I don't know, I started to get some extra work in Manchester. I had some friends in the BBC Phil, and they said, oh, why don't you just come and hang in Manchester for a bit? Dan, who's principal, Dan Storer, I knew his name because bass players are like the mafia. You tend to sort of know everybody. He was doing a concert in Manchester with the Camerata, and he got a phone call because his wife had gone into labour, and I got a phone call saying, Dan's wife's gone into labour, can you come in and cover? And that was my first real sense of what Camerata was about. Maybe about a year later, the sub-principal job came up, and I got it. But I feel like that at Camerata, that there's such a sense of team, and artistically everyone really wants the same thing, a real appetite to get the best product that we can, but it kind of brings you together because you still want to produce this kind of beautiful thing at the end of it. So when I'm not working, we're so lucky around here with the hills. I go up and do quite a lot of walking, trying to do that. That really helps. And then I can sit in my lounge with a big coffee, some homemade bread, and then I just watch the birds. I might get shot, I don't know, but I'm not a fan of solo bass repertoire. I love hearing people do it who are amazing, you know, and there's amazing young players come up and they're fantastic, and I really admire what they do, but my interest musically has never been in that. What I find satisfying is you're waiting, there's 10 bars of silence and everyone's playing, and you know that you've got that really low note that's just going to bring the whole thing grounded. And I love that function of the bass, the actual bass function of it, the bottom of everything.